Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Nick from Big Time Gaming here, and I just want to welcome you all to SlotsFest. The idea is to dive in, have fun, play some games, and enjoy yourself. The guys at CasinoBeats asked me to reflect on the year and talk about the present, upcoming stuff, and talk a bit about the future as well. What a year! Who predicted when we were back at ICE, back at the Excel, that within a month or so we'd be in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. Certainly not I, but there we have been, and I think it's an amazing credit to the industry to see how resilient we've been and how resilient we've become moving forward with everything that we have done this year. A lot of us taking our staff out of the office environment, putting them at home, and finding that it's all worked seamlessly. In fact, if not more efficiently than it has done before. I think that's credit to everyone's staff in every sort of line of operation. The provider side, the casino side, and obviously players have bucked the trend somewhat, but I think where we've needed to be responsible, we have been, and we've obviously on that front this year, we've seen responsibility come into a whole new light in Germany, where now betting is $1, $1 a spin, like maximum, with obviously deposit limits over a monthly period. In my view, I see that as a good thing. I see it where the industry becomes noted for being a zero harm industry, because if you've got deposit limits that are that strict and you've got betting limits that are that low, it's very difficult for people to get into harm. And I think when it's very difficult for people to get into harm, the industry will grow exponentially. It'll be more like my concurrent dream of the industry becoming more entertainment led, more of a Netflix than a kind of hardcore gambling casino environments, where people are entertained for their money. And I think Germany's an example. Some might say it's too severe, it's too strict. The numbers aren't going to work for everyone. I kind of tend to disagree. If the industry markets itself in the right way, there is no reason why the industry should not become as broad a user base as many other disciplines of creative media, because that's really what we are. We're an entertainment business, and we're led by entertainment, and we're led by entertaining. If we take that mantra and move forward with it, then I think the industry will survive on its merits of doing great work. I could go on for a gazillion years about this year, the ups and downs and everything else that's gone on. But what I'll talk about is the innovations that we've seen. Big Time Gaming for one, with Megaways, we've seen licenses flying out the door. We're up to 50 studios plus now. We've got Microgaming on board also with all their studios. We've got Playtech on board. We've done a JV with IGT, and we've got lots of other studios that we're going to be announcing over the coming weeks that have signed up. I also signed off the 200th Megaways game just this week. If it goes out in the order that I think it's going to go out, then it's the 200th, but we'll see. But that's pretty amazing that level of innovation that's come from all the different studios into Megaways to make Megaways what it is, and we're really, really appreciative of that. And we think it's just fabulous that now other people in industry, like No Limit City, they've come along with their X system and they've licensed that out to a third party. We've got Real Play coming in with Infinity Reels and they're licensing it out. So the model's working for innovation. So if you're a provider that's coming forward to the table with innovation, then there's a kind of productive bubble now that's set up to say, this is brand new, this is interesting, this is something that we can actually license out because we've spent the time creating it, and put in the hard yards. And I think that's kind of it's such a small industry in terms of numbers of people, and the respect is very mutual in terms of, you know, who's building what, and the known individuals that are building and innovating the industry, and they you know, get the rewards for the hard work that they put in. You know, so amazing year for innovation. Lots of new stuff coming to the table. Lots of, you know, smaller providers really punching their weight with some really amazing titles. And, you know, competition is fantastic. It's healthy, and competition creates better products, and better product creates a bigger user base. And as stakes go down and as deposit limits for month on month go down, we need more users, we need more entertainment. So the more people that are coming to the field driving ideas forward, the better. So yeah, I mean, on that subject, with us, we've got Scientific Games. We'll be demoing our next mega cluster follow-up to star clusters, which is Cyberslot, which yeah, we've had a lot of fun making, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun playing it over the next few days, and yeah, over the next few months, years, hopefully. It's going live for real with Leo Vegas in December, and then network wide from the middle of next month. So super excited about that. Other things we can talk about right now for BTG is the JV we've done with IGT, where we built in-house a Wheel of Fortune Megaways, which is going to be coming out next year. And also we can talk about a, you know, open door jackpot system called Megapays that we've built for Relax, and we're currently in discussions with building it for other providers as well, where a slot studio can come along and build a game and plug it into the Megapay system. And this is more along the lines of a kind of, you know, a very traditional land-based methodology where we're building lots of brands and lots of different products into a single entity. So it's basically pushing, not just from BTG games, but from, you know, Relax products and you know, many other providers coming in, pushing that liquidity to you know, the next level. So, you know, jackpots can be won frequently, you know, daily, and big jackpots can be won weekly. So that's all very exciting. So yeah, and then we're just looking towards next year. We're really excited. I think one thing that, you know, lockdown has done is basically put us into you know, a different level of thinking in terms of like how we come out the other side of it with our product set. So we've got some really interesting games coming down from ourselves, and I for one am really excited to see what's going on in SlotsFest. So without further ado, I'll say thanks to the guys over at CasinoBeats and let you get on with the fun. Okay, thank you and have a great time. Bye bye.